Hey guys, welcome to Lampshit Draws Season 2. We got a higher production value, we're on a new channel, and we got plenty more videos in store for you. Now, I'd like to make one thing clear, this channel isn't just going to be about Lampshit Draws, it's going to be about pretty much anything that I feel like talking about, and with some artsy-fartsy stuff thrown in between. So, without further ado, let's just get right back into this, and today I'm going to teach you guys how to do a human head. Now, drawing a human head is a lot simpler than drawing a human hand, like I did in that last video. I don't know why I would start with that, but I'm just rolling with the punches here. So a head broken down into its most basic shapes, well, we should just start with a circle here. It doesn't really matter how messy it is if we're just doing rough sketches for now, so don't worry about pristine lines. So, since nobody's head is just a regular circle, we need to add the mandible on this cranium. So, what we need to do is we need to do a basic sort of shape like this. It's kind of like the bottom of an octagon. It kind of, it goes down here, it goes into the jaw, and then, same on the other side. So yeah, let's just add that. Now, it really just depends on what kind of jaw you're going for. I'm just going for a generic one. I'm not doing anything specific. I'm just giving you the basics on how most jaw lines work. Alright, so there's a basic little jawline, so let's start fleshing this face out. You don't really need this line anymore because, well, it's just a part of the circle. And there you go, you already got like this Slender Man looking dude. Now, depending on how skilled you are on memorizing where exactly facial parts and stuff go, you may or may not need to use these lines, but if you're a beginner, then just follow along. So, let's just make this line of symmetry here. So, we know exactly where the nose is going to be and everything, even though faces aren't really symmetrical in real life, but they are in comic books and stuff. Now, let's draw where approximately the eyes are going to be. They're kind of gonna be like around the middle of this line here, so keep that in mind. Again, it just depends on art styles and what exactly you're trying to accomplish with it. I'm going for a slightly more realistic than probably most of you weebs out there. Alright, so let's just add some basic looking eyes here. Nothing too crazy. Something simple. I'm probably going to do a video later on about how to draw eyes and stuff, because I guess people have problems with that too. So, yeah, there's basic looking eyes. Again, this is just for demonstration purposes. This isn't like trying to show you how to be perfect or anything. I'm just trying to get you in the right direction so you can put your art skills to the test and become a great master at it. Alright, so the lips, they're usually lower than this. They're usually between here and here. Something like that. You don't want to make them too high or else it looks weird, or you don't want to make it too low or else that looks weird. So you want to be in this little middle ground here. Alright, so let's just get this mouth in here, and why does he look so sad? I think this is like a self-portrait on my inner turmoils. Alright, so next we are going to draw a basic nose. So I'm not going to spend too much time on this. I'm just going to do something like that. Something simple. Eyebrows, again, just depending on your art style, you can make them as big or as separated from the eyes as you want. It doesn't matter. But if you're going for more of a realistic style, they'd probably stay along this line. They don't really go too far ahead or too far below. Unless if you're like me and you got some wicked ass eyebrows. So now we got a basic face, but it seems we're missing something. Yeah, one of these. So yeah, let's just draw some basic ears in here. You never want to make them too high above the eye line or too low, or else it looks a little weird. Now you got a basic little face here. See, that wasn't so bad. But what if you wanted to do it at a different angle instead of just straight on? Because you want to make sure your drawings are nice and dynamic. You don't want them flat and boring like this. So, I'm going to teach you how to do it at different perspectives. So I guess, for simplicity's sake, I'm going to start with another circle. If I can learn how to draw a circle properly, that would be nice. Okay, now we got a basic little circle here, so let's just draw the jaw facing left. Now, it really depends on the head shape you're going for, because some people's heads, they can kind of go like that or whatever, but we're just going for the basics here. Alright, so you kind of want to do this this side piece here, line 1, as I call it. Let's call this line 1, 2, and 3. So, now that we got line 1, let's draw line 2. It's going to be facing downwards like this, and because I got this to help me reference, I know exactly how long I should make the jaw. And now a common mistake I see is that people like to just do something like this, and that it doesn't really look right. Like you see, there's a bit of a little bump here, so you gotta try recreating that. How you would do that is you just take an extra step, and you would just go something like this. Around here would be the lip area, and then it would kind of go like this. We haven't drawn the nose yet, but your skull does protrude out like that, even without a nose. Alright, now that we got that settled, let's just draw a quick nose here. See, that's nice and simple. And how to do proper lips from the side, you can just do a little like M shape right there. There is a little bit of muscle where your eyebrows are. You don't want to make it completely flat, or again, it just looks a little weird. So you want to kind of make a little bump right here, and then there you go. This is around where your eyebrows are going to be. Your eyes are going to be somewhere in this area. I got this as reference, so I'm cheating a little bit. Now you may have felt your face before and noticed that the top of your eyes usually start around where the bump is, where the top of your nose, and then the bottom of your eyes would be like around like halfway. Alright, let's get some eyebrows in here. Now the eyebrows usually stretch out a little bit past the eyeball. Not too far though, or else they're gonna like touch your ears or something. Alright, there we go. It looks somewhat similar. So now let's get to this ear. Now you don't want to make the jawline too high, but I like to do it just so I know where exactly I should put the ear, and then I just shrink it down again. And yeah, that pretty much covers it. You might want to make this a little bit further back, because again, the cranium isn't like an exact circle. It's more like an oval. So you're probably wondering how to do the famous third perspective thingy. I don't remember the exact name, but it's the thing I'm doing right now, and I'm about to show you how to do that. Alright, so again, a nice little circle here. What you gotta do for this one is you kind of want to do what we did with this one, with the 1, 2, 3 lines, but instead you kind of want to start with like this 4th line, because you can't really see your jaw on the opposite side. Like, you can't really see this part, so it kind of goes more straight down. So it goes down like there, and then around here's the chin, and then there you go. You got a basic little shape. So let's just make a nice line, because we want to make this look like it has depth, like it's not just some flat image. So you want to bend the line. You ever like see those lines and stuff in like math textbooks or whatever, where you see like the sphere and everything? Well, this is basically the same thing. And then you just sort of draw your eye line. Again, you want to round it out depending on what angle you want the head to be at. And then you want to draw where the nose is going to be. And of course you want to get those eyes. Now remember that this eye is a little bit further back, so it's a little bit more squished than the one that is facing you. And then let's get this ear in here. Now you may have noticed that the brow muscle is it kind of goes in front of your eyebrow, obviously, because your nose just doesn't end there. There's a bit of muscle that contains it. It kind of does like this sort of thing. It goes down the center. Alright, this guy looks like he's kind of wearing a little bit of eyeliner, but you get what I'm trying to do, right? I know what I'm talking about sometimes. So now we got 3 basic head angles, the ones that most people like to use all the time. I'm going to show you how you can go beyond the stars and do some really dynamic poses. So yeah, using the same basic lines and stuff, again, we start with a circle. I don't really have a lot of room right now, so I'm not going to bother too much with the nitty-gritty details. I'm just going to show you. where exactly you should put the stuff and make it not look so awkward. You kind of want to crunch the chin upward, unless you're doing like a really low angle shot where you like, it's sort of say something like this. But usually you can still see the chin a bit if like you're just like this and you're just looking and you're like, Alright, and because he's looking upward, we want to bend the lines, well, upward. You're gonna have a little bit less forehead if the chin is closer to us. So, you know, you're gonna have your eyes and stuff here. You don't want to make them look too off model. Then you got your eyebrows, and then you got your nose. Which, if you're looking upward into a nose, you're gonna see into the holes. You're going to see all the hairs and stuff, and you're going to see something like that. And then you're going to see the mouth. Even if it's smiling or whatever, it still kind of bends down, or bends upward, I guess. Depends how you look at it. I'm not good at explaining shit. What a great start for this channel. Let's open it a bit. Let's make him look like he's looking up at Godzilla or something. It's just like, oh, Gojira! And of course, you're going to put the ears a little bit lower than the eye line because it's all tilting back. I forgot to do that line. I guess if you master doing these three poses, then you don't really need to. I don't know. Whatever, close enough. Well, let's draw another circle. See, once you learn like how to do all these basic lines and stuff, you can kind of get a feel for doing really any angle. Especially when you want to mix this angle with like this angle or something where he's like looking up and to the left. Okay, we got a circle where the jaw is gonna kind of bend downward like this. So now that you want to have him pointing down, you just do the exact opposite what we did with this guy over here. We just have the lines bending like this. Like this. He's gonna have more head. Then instead of less head, like that one, and then you're gonna have your eyes. Now it's kind of gonna look like he's smiling, unlike this one if it's at a downward angle, even if he's like kind of mad. So it just depends on how expressive your character is in whatever shot you're doing. And there you go, you got yourself a nice looking down shot. All right, so I'm gonna do one more angle while we still got time, and I'm gonna show you how to do. Let's mix this one and this one, the thirds and the looking upward. So, again, with the circle, I gotta ingrain this into your minds. Alright, so if he's looking up, we're gonna have lines like this, again with the smaller chin. And then you're gonna wanna bend the line upward like this. And you wanna bend these lines. I like how my art is slowly getting shittier as I'm doing this. So yeah, if you just follow these like basic lines and kind of keep an idea on where things should be, yeah, you'd be able to do really any angles like this one. I did this once in a comic I recently did called The Tale of Scale. I think you guys should check it out. I'll leave a link in the description. Alright, so that's how you draw the human head, or at least how I learned how to do it. It doesn't matter if you want to switch up the formula or anything. That's just whatever. But yeah, I guess that's it. I'll see you guys in the next one of whatever tutorial or whatever else I feel like making. This is a new channel. It could be anything I want, really. Just hopefully it has actual growth. So I'll see you guys next time.